ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். நம்ம எல்லோரும் மிகவும் பணிவோட ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி மெதுவாக குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி பந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. சந்தோஷ சித்தத்தோட குழந்தை நிலையில் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை பார்ப்போம். கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகசிராரம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய மூளைக்குள் வாருங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய ஹிருதயத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். எங்களுடைய கவனத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். மூன்றையும் தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். ஒருங்கிணைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து மூன்றையும் ஒருங்கிணைப்படுத்தி எங்களுக்கு இன்னைக்கு தியானத்துக்கு கொண்டு செல்லுங்கள் தாயே. நாங்கள் ஏதும் செய்வதில்லை. தாங்கள் தான் எல்லாவற்றையும் செய்கிறீர்கள், அனுபவிக்கிறீர்கள். எங்களுக்குள் உள்ள கர்த்தா பாவத்தை முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். மெதுவாக கண்களை மூடி நம்முடைய கவனம் நம்முடைய சகசிராரத்தை கொண்டு வருவோம். வலது உள்ளங்கை சகசிராரத்தை கொஞ்சம் மேல வைத்து பார்ப்போம். நுண்ணதிர்கள் உணர்வுடன் கவனிப்போம். மெதுவாக வலது கை மடிக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். கவனம் சகசிராரத்தில் வைத்து 3 மகாமந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्रीसहस्रारस्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। गणेश मंत्रम्। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीगणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। இடநாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்தவும். இடது கை மடி மீது இருக்கட்டும், வலது கை பூமி தாய் மீது வைப்போம். கவனம் இடநாடி. இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் கவனத்தை வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ இடநாடி சுவாமினி தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய இடநாடியை பாதிக்கிற எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் பூமி மார்க்கமாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ பூமி மாதா, தயவு செய்து எங்களை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி ஸ்ரீ பைரவ்நாத்தோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள். அமைதியாக தூய்மை அடைய காத்திருப்போம். பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். வலது கை மடி மீது, இடது கை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி வைப்போம். கவனம் பிங்களா நாடி, இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகஸ்ராரம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி ஸ்ரீ பிங்களா நாடி சுவாமினி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை பாதிக்கிற எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் ஆகாய மார்க்கமாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ ஆகாஷ தேவதா, எங்களை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள். அமைதியாக தூய்மை அடைய காத்திருப்போம். மெதுவாக இடது கை மடக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். 2 கைகள் மடி மீது ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை நோக்கி வைத்து கவனம் நடு நாடி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, ஸ்ரீ சுஷும்னா நாடி சுவாமினி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். எல்லா தடைகளும் தங்களுடைய பஞ்ச மகாபூத தத்துவம் வழியாக முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ பஞ்ச மகாபூத சுவாமினி, தயவு செய்து எங்களை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுக்கு தியானத்துக்கு தேவையான சமநிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள். எங்களுடைய கவனம் நிகழ்காலத்தில் தியான நிலையில் இருக்கார்கள் புரியுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்க. கவனம் 2 உள்ளங்கையும் சஹஸ்ராரம் அமைதியாக தூய்மையடைய காத்திருக்கும். கவனம் சஹஸ்ராரத்திலிருந்து வர நுண்ணுதிர்கள் மீது வைப்போம். கவனத்தை சஹஸ்ராரத்துக்கு கொஞ்சம் மேல கொண்டு வருவோம். அங்கிருந்து நம்மளுடைய ஸ்தூல சரீரத்தை கவனிப்போம். இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையை கவனிப்போம். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய தூய கவனத்தை நம்முடைய ஸ்தூல சரீரத்தில் மூலாதார சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். நம்மளுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தில் அமர்ந்த ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவை தரிசிப்போம், வணங்குவோம், மனதார பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவாக எங்களுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தில் அமர்ந்திருக்கிறீர்கள். தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ கணேஷா உடைய எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள். தூய்மையும் மங்களத்தோடு நிரப்பிவிடுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ கணேச தர்வசீர்ஷை கூறுவோம். ஓம் नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं हृदं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि भव त्वं मामवक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुजानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोद्धातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्त तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादीं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपम् सकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वार शान्तरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नाद सन्धानं सहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृत्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टयादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो रात्रपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதாரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம் ஸ்ரீ குண்டலினி கௌரி மாதா மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம் ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकुण्डलिनी गौरीमाता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் நாபி சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ கிரகலட்சுமி, ஸ்ரீ ராஜலட்சுமி, ஸ்ரீ லக்ஷ்மி நாராயணன். தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய நாபி சக்கரத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். எங்களுடைய நாபி சக்கரத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. நம்முடைய வலது கை இடது நாபி சக்கரத்தில் வைத்து மனதார பிரார்த்திப்போம். இடது கை ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை நோக்கி வைத்திருப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி கிட்டேருந்து சைத்தன்யத்தை இடது உள்ளங்கை வழியாக விரல்களில் நுனியில் வழியாக சைத்தன்யத்தை உள்வாங்கி வலது உள்ளங்கை வழியாக இடது சுவாதிஷ்டான சக்கரத்துக்கு இடது நாபி சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு சேர்ப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ கிரகலட்சுமி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு சந்தோஷத்தை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய குடும்ப வாழ்க்கையை சந்தோஷமாக வைத்திருங்கள். நாங்கள் எங்களுடைய சகஜ குடும்பத்தினரோடு அன்பாக எப்பொழுதும் நடந்து கொள்ள அருள் புரியுங்கள். எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ கிரகலட்சுமி தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ கிரகலட்சுமி சாட்சாத் மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गृहलक्ष्मी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. வலது கை இடது நாபியில் இருக்கு. நம்ம என்ன உணர்வோம்னு கவனிப்போம். சூடாக தெரிஞ்சுதான் மறுபடியும் பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ கிரகலட்சுமி தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய வலது கை மடிக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். இடது கை வலது நாபியில் வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ ராஜலட்சுமி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பொருளாதார நிலையை நலமாக வைத்திருங்கள். திருப்தியை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. தாராள மனப்பான்மையை தந்தருளுங்கள். நாங்கள் எப்பொழுதும் குறைவாக நடந்து கொள்ளாமல் கம்பீரத்தோடு தாராள மனப்பான்மையோடு நடந்து கொள்ள அருள் புரியுங்கள். பேராசை, பொறாமை, இந்த அவகுணங்களை முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ ராஜலட்சுமி தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள் தாயே. சகஜ யோகத்துக்கு எங்களுடைய பொருளாதாரத்தை பயன்படுத்துற மாதிரி எப்பொழுதும் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அதனோட திருப்தியும் எங்களுக்கு அனுபவிக்க செய்யுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ ராஜலட்சுமி சாக்ஷாத். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राजलक्ष्मी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. இடது கை வலது நாபியில் வைத்திருக்கோம். குளுமையாக உணர்வோமா? கவனிப்போம். மறுபடியும் பிரார்த்திக்கலாம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ ராஜலட்சுமி தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள் தாயே. இடது கை மடக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். வலது கை நடு நாபி சக்கரத்தில் வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ லட்சுமி நாராயணா எங்களுக்கு அமைதியை தந்தருளுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, எங்களுக்குள் ஆன்மீக தேடலை மேம்படுத்துங்கள். அதை நோக்கி செல்ல புத்தியும் சக்தியும் தந்தருளுங்கள். நாங்கள் எப்பொழுதும் தாங்கள் காட்டிய நல்வழியில் இருக்க, தர்ம வழியிலே எப்போதும் இருக்க அருள் புரியுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ லட்சுமி நாராயணோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ லட்சுமி நாராயணா சாட்சாத். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. வலது கை நடுநாடி சக்கரத்திலே வைத்து ஸ்ரீ விஷ்ணுவோட 24 நாமங்களை கூறுவோம். கவனம் நாபி சக்கரம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकेशवाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीनारायणाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीमाधवाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीगोविन्दाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीविष्णवे नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीमधुसूदनाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीत्रिविक्रमाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीवामनाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीधराय नमो नमः. ॐ ऋषिकेशाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीपद्मनाभाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीदामोदराय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीसङ्कर्षणाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीवासुदेवाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्रीप्रद्युम्नाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री अनिरुद्धाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री पुरुषोत्तमाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री अधोक्षजाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री नरसिंहाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री अच्युताय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री जनार्दनाय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री उपेन्द्राय नमो नमः. ॐ श्री हरये नमो नमः. ॐ श्री श्रीकृष्णाय नमो नमः. साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. महालक्ष्मी च विद्महे सर्वशक्ति च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात्. साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. மெதுவாக வலது கை மடிக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகசிராரம். சுஷும்னா வழியாக ஒவ்வொரு சக்கரங்களையும் கடந்து நம்மளுடைய கவனம் சகசிராரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு நிர்விச்சார நிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. கவனம் சகசிராரத்தில் வைத்து சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருக்கும். கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியோட சொற்பொழிவை கேட்போம்.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. As it is today, a question has been put forward before me that why our attention gets lost. In the modern times, why our attention is not towards God. And that in modern times, why a human being has gone down in his quality of humanity. These questions point out to one single fact, that our attention has been challenged by modern times. कृपा करून कुणी उठून जाऊ नका. जरी मराठीत नाही बोलले तरी हे सगळे मंत्र आहेत. हात माझ्याकडे करून बसा तर सगळ्यांना समजेल. This attention has been challenged by all that we call modern today. I do not say that we have to be primitive people. In this great country of ours, India, which was Bharatvarsha, we had such a great quality of humanity, such a great quality of administration, quality of kings, queens. All that was not a myth. It was a fact that we had Rama, Krishna, the benevolent king, and a great diplomat of the divine force. But today we find all these things sound like mythical, because at what level we are, we see that as the truth, as the reality. But it is not. All this is created by human beings. How this is created and why it has happened, I would like to explain to you. When our attention was created before, in a way that we were living with very few things in this country, everyone knew that you have to have your self-realization. Nobody bothered their heads about how much wealth you are going to acquire, how many things we are going to have, except for the kings who acquired wealth for the betterment of the society, and also who acquired the power for the protection of the society. Then we became slaves of two cultures, one the Islamic, another the British culture, the English culture. And I think the real downfall came when this English culture came upon us. Because though they were Muslims, they believed in God. Whatever wrong they did it in the name of God, and they believed it. But the attention was not still in acquiring things. We say that Aurangzeb was a very bad king, no doubt. He killed so many Hindus because he believed that Islam is the only religion. That was his stupidity, I should say. He was ignorant. He was so violent. But he himself was an extremely frugal person. He used to make his own caps, sell them in the market, and live on that. And he would not touch any money of the public. But then the English, when they started ruling in this country, this language English came upon us as not a blessing but a curse, I think. because the whole literature is full with ideas which are contrary to the culture of God, contrary to the culture of Christ. They believe that Christ was born in England. Many Christians still believe that you become a Sahab when you become Christians. This culture of the English, which was forced on us, this language which was forced on us, gave us absolutely a different direction which we should not have accepted. But as it is, we were 300 years already in the slavery, people had to accept it blindfolded. Sri Krishna has clearly said that the awareness grows downward. Why? The roots are in the brain of a person. And the awareness which is growing downwards forms the tree. And this Western culture is the one which makes you grow downwards towards materialism, whether it is communism or it is socialism or democracy. That makes no difference. The whole thing is that you have to attend to the material side. So the first object of the Western culture or the Western science was first to capture the matter, the 5 elements, in such a way that it can be used for the comfort of human beings, for the physical comfort of human beings. But as the culture is just to move forward without any control over yourself, like a kite flying in the air without having any control of a finger on it, the whole thing drifted into various directions and various fields where it got lost. When we pay attention to something, if the attention is pure, it will purify the matter and will come back to us as a pure attention. But when the attention is filled with these ideas that you have to use all the matter for your comfort, then it gets lost in the matter. It gets involved in the matter. It gets spoiled in the matter. And then what comes back to us is the thought how to possess it. To possess the matter, to use the matter, to sit on top of the matter was the first mistake. Matter is your slave in any case. In any case, it is your slave. And this you would have got it without paying so much attention to it. To think that science was discovered by scientists is egoistic. It's only your ego says that. You cannot discover anything unless and until the God's grace is upon you. It's the God's grace that brings forth the exposition of his powers. Even a person like Einstein has said that. Even the person like Newton has said that. Einstein has clearly said that I was fed up, and I was tired. I couldn't find the theory of relativity. I was just resting in my garden playing with soap bubbles, and from somewhere unknown the theory of relativity dawned upon. But we Indians living 300 years in that slavish mentality accepted it blindfolded without knowing how much knowledge and science we have. We had aeroplanes in our country, we had piloted bombs in our country, we had all kinds of things in our country. But why did we accept this without going into the roots to find out how did we have these things? We started doubting all that was the past in India, and we would not go into the past of it, but we started moving downward with this Western culture. And that's the downfall of our country. That has brought all this nonsense in. When money becomes everything. The money orientation, the economics of it. This was the country of philosophers, of the seers, of the saints, where now today economics is dominating without understanding that you cannot put this Western economics in this country at all. We cannot work it out. This is a country of generosity. People love to serve you. People love to do, even today, they like to do something for you. Go to a village, even if they may not have anything with them, they'll bring some milk, make you sit there, please have some milk. You have come from foreign countries, please have. But in the Western countries, you may give them any amount of things. They won't even return one present to you. Shamelessly they'll take everything thinking that they are the ones who should have it. They have no subtleties. They have no subtleties to understand generosity. They cannot. They think we do it because we are slavish people. Even I was surprised when some villagers told me that even the animals coming from the West are stupid. I said, how? He said, now take a hen from India and take a leghorn or roach from Western countries. If there is an attack on the little chicks, the mother will start shouting or doing something, screaming or doing something to call all her children under her wings if it's an Indian hen. But if it's an English hen, she wouldn't mind, she'll look at everything very peacefully. Sita Pragya. Not bother. Then he said, most surprising thing is that our bullocks, if you tell them, go this way, that way, they understand. But if you tell a Western bullock, he walks straight into the car, into the trucks, he doesn't know where he's walking. He has no idea. You cannot leave them alone. And if you tell them walk this way, they'll walk the other way around. So what is in this culture? What is in this whole upbringing that makes you so gross? The attention is on the matter and not on the spirit. All the time, the matter is trying to overpower the spirit. Supposing there's a tree that falls off, it dies, then you make a chair out of it. It's a dead from the dead. Now you sit on the chair and you become a slave of the chair. You cannot sit on the ground. Then you have to carry chairs with you. If you start moving in a car, you become so useless that you cannot walk with your legs. Tomorrow you start having calculators. You'll be surprised. I live in London, I'm amazed at the people. Even if they have to do 2 plus 2, they want their tambaku. They want to calculate it. For 2 plus 2, they cannot do it. They have no brains left because computers have them. So as a result of this machinery, the machines that have created, we say the machine age, what an age it is, and the age of development. Without any control, if the machines have gone up to this point, it is time that we understand we should not go too much towards it, that we become slaves of this machine. The machine is like a devil. It requires, like a devil, all the time to eat something. Like you in England, it's impossible to get fresh food. You have to go to the main market to get it. But in America, it's even worse. And in most of the countries, they have everything packed, everything in a plastic bag, everything measured. You go to the shop, you get this. Nothing fresh. There is no taste in the food. Now they are using chemicals. They put chemicals in the body of the animals which they eat, put chemicals in the foods that they eat, put chemicals because the machine must have a quantity. To have the quantity, they have to do all this. So what you are taking is all these chemicals. As a result of that, what you are developing is nothing else but your destruction. So all this attention outside into the matter builds up your destructions gradually. The attention gets fragmented. For example, you are talking to someone, this is a very modern stuff, I have seen many. You are talking to someone and this person is looking somewhere else. Where are you looking? Oh, I was looking at that picture or something. I think I should buy that. But I am talking to you here. Doesn't go into head. Nothing. He is looking at something or at some woman or at some man, which is joyless pursuit. You have nothing to do with it. And there is no alertness which picks up things at the right moment. Then another thing a gentleman told me, whose 4 children are in an English school and 1 child in an Indian school. He says, these 4 children don't talk much. They think no end of themselves. And they don't know. You ask them how many roads there are to your house, they wouldn't know. They just go like a blinkers of a horse around their heads. They walk like that. They don't know anything. They don't read newspapers. They have no idea as to what things we have. And the youngest child, who is brought up in an Indian way and an Indian school, has got a little parrot, has got a little doggy, looks after all the cows. He gives all the news about all the animals in the house. He gives all the news about the relations. He knows who are the relations, who are suffering, what is the problem, what in the kitchen is needed. He's so alert, his attention is so alert because it is not fragmented. Now with any convenience, we want to put our children into English schools. I tell you, you will have it. If they don't beat you when they grow up, you shouldn't be surprised. I have seen Western children beat their parents. They answer them back. It was a day when the children of a good family would always address their parents as sir or mother as a madam. But today, I have seen them answering them back, saying all kinds of funny things and knowing all the filth of the world, all the filth of the world. They know so much of filth that you are shocked you don't know that. And the whole attitude of all their medias, or ours also I should say in a way, is to create that attitude, to put our children into that filth all the time, take them to that filth. Our people also, I see in the television, here also, they show all these horribly nude, funny women in the advertisement. Because these advertisements and the medias also work out your attention onto the gross. They play on your weaknesses. That's how they make you weak. And when you become weak, they become very powerful. Then the media is so powerful you can't do anything. There is no purity in their hearts to do benevolence, to do good to the people, as we call Janahit. There's not in their mind at all. Somehow to make money. What's the harm in making it? It's surprising how people are compromising for the sake of money. Money doesn't give you joy. I have to tell you, it cannot give you joy. Don't run after money. Have an integrated attitude towards money. Money is the blessing of the Lakshmi. And the Lakshmi is a very beautiful woman who has got a very motherly attitude. She is the mother. A man who has money has to have motherly attitude. She has got 2 lotuses in her hands. Pink shows that she is love. She expresses her love in 2 of her hands, which also means a lotus which is pink is even entertaining a thorny bhaura, we call it, the black beetle, which has got thorns on its soft petals and gives it a place of rest. How many of these rich people in this country, and especially abroad, would entertain such an idea of having a place for a ashraya, for a support for the persons who are like a bhavra? Then the other hand, which is like this, has to be daan. You have to give. If you have money, you must give. How many of them know where to give money. They'll give money to places where people will cheat them like Rajneesh. They will not give money to the poor. They will not develop anything for the poor in a proper way. The other day I was surprised. I went to Pune. We have there a very good system started called as Jana Shanti, where people give food for 2 rupees, very good food for one meal, very, very good food, excellent food they give, and sufficient for 2 rupees. And they said all the president downward people came here, we had to spend money on their reception, we gave them this, that, garland, this, that, and everybody gave big, big lectures. And nobody is willing to even give them a place on rent. No one wants them there because they think you will go into competition with others who are making profits and will not get votes. So the whole system is so funny that you end up at a point that they want to give money because they want to have votes. They want to win the elections because they want to make money. I mean, I came to this country and everybody is saying, what's the matter, why can't we get plot? Because the person wants to eat the money. Here everybody eats the money. Eating the money. पैसे खाते. ते पैसे खातात, ते पैसे खातात, ते पैसे खातात. Said, don't they eat their food? Why are they eating food? Money. This is the trouble of this country has come because money has become the most important thing for them. Nothing that they think that this body, this being, this is a collective being. This is a samuhik being. It cannot be happy with this kind of a harm we are doing to our society. All those who do things like this, their 7 generations will be cursed by God. You must understand. Those who make money at the cost of the poor people, they will be cursed forever. And one should not join such people even if you have to suffer. I know it's very hard time. People cannot afford to live with the earnings they have. But still, if you decide, you can live with the satisfaction that you have done right. When my father was, and my mother both, were in jail so many times. We were 11 children, we were very rich people living in huts. And we didn't have food for days together sometimes. And we were used to very rich life. They sacrificed everything for the country's freedom. Where are such people now? You can't think of them. They are legendary people. Nobody wants to sacrifice anything whatsoever. And this is the movement. This is a new movement of Swatantra. Swatantra is not yet complete. You can see it clearly. It is not. Your freedom is not complete. If your freedom has to be complete, you must get your Swatantra. You must know the technique of your Swat, of your spirit. Unless and until you get this full freedom, you are not free people. You are slaves of money. You are slaves of powers. You are slaves of showing off. You are slaves of everything today. All kinds of bad habits. I have never known so many drunkards that we find these days. So we have become greater slaves of all the bad habits, all the bad doings, and there is nothing that a person in a big position can think of not doing. Why it has happened to us? Why have we all collapsed into such insipid, useless people? What has happened to our countrymen is this, that they have not realized that the greatest thing is in the brain, is the roots. And these roots are in this country, in this Maharashtra. These roots are here. The Kundalini has to only enlighten these roots, and we never bothered about it. We never cared for it. We are all the time worried as to how to get more money. So the people who are highly paid or who are at a higher position with less pay also maybe, they are making money by eating that. And the others are a sort of people who are going on strike for everything. For what? For money. Again for money. This Bombay is half finished because of strikes. What for strikes? I asked them. You are a drunkard? Yes. You drink? All right. And you smoke? Yes. You eat tobacco? Yes. You eat pan? That means you have money. Otherwise, how can you afford all these things? When you ask for more money in a strike, better find out what sort of a man he is. If he can afford to drink, then you need not give him any money to drink more. Any mother who sees her son is drinking will never give him any money because he will be drinking with that money. What else is he going to do? What good is he going to do with that? So what happens that this attention, when it starts moving towards money, we become so blind that we do not see why are we asking for money. What is the need for money? I am not for these capitalists at all. I know how horrid they are. But what I am saying that why break the machinery like this? Now, whatever you may do, whatever you may tell them, that finish this striking and enjoy yourself now for the God's sake. We have really poor people in the villages, not in Bombay. In Bombay we don't have poor people. They can go to cinema, they can do all kinds of things. How can they be poor? But they have time, and they have more time. That's why they get entered into such things. And they are going to finish off this Mumbai of yours very soon, if you allow these people to go on strike. It's stupidity, absolute stupidity, and it comes from the Western people, not from Gandhiji. Gandhiji didn't tell you to fight for money, did he? He asked you to fight for Swatantra. And today, if he was living, he would have talked about Sahajoga, I'm sure of that. But the problem that exists with us is that we don't want to see that this machinery is now shaking. We have to have another system, a parallel system that will crush this stupid machinery which is taking us downward and downward and downward. A girl must have 10 types of saris, 10 types of clothes she must wear, like a Kashmiri girl, she must wear like a Punjabi girl, she must wear like an English girl. What is the need? I mean, we are rich people, I should be very rich. We used to have 2 saris and one for Thevni, as they call it, one for some special occasions. And we lived well, we educated well, where attention was learning and attention was towards God. But the attention, when it gets lost, it fritters away. It gets lost, it gets fragmented, there's no continuity in it. It fritters away, and a person becomes a superficial person, extremely superficial. He cannot go deep. How can he feel his spirit? The superficiality makes you absolutely a person who has sort of a crust and nothing inside. Absolutely what we call the hollowness, kokla, completely hollow. If you just break that man, you find out he is not a man of character, he is not a man to be depended upon, he is not a man who talks good of others, he will try to pull each other. This is what happens to your attention, and you become extremely, extremely low-level human being. You'll be surprised, I went to 4 villages before coming here, and the people who were there were 5 times more than Bombay people. They came, they didn't have cars, nothing, they didn't have buses. They came walking, they came on bullock carts, and such a big crowd. And all of them got realization, because thank God they don't know English language. And these nonsensical ideas that we have got from the Western culture. We are not to compete with them, they have to compete with us. They have nothing to offer. You have to stick on to your idea. But instead of that, we have learned all the bad things and all the bad traditions, like taking dowry, torturing our women, and doing all these things which do not at all look civil. In that we are not modern. In that we are not modern. In that we are very, very primitive. But it was never so before. Nobody used to torture wives. We never knew there was a dowry system in India. Nobody knew it. It is absolutely something we cannot understand from where it came. And I discovered it came from the English only. Because they said we should be very, very balanced about our children, and we should not give only the money to the boy, the eldest brother, but we should give it to the girl also. So because, you see, the whole inheritance will go to the boys, the land will go to the boys, you must give some money. That was sensible. But we have gone to the extremes now, and all these problems are coming before us, which we call as social problems. I do not want to condemn any culture as such, but I want to protect you from what has happened to that culture and where it has gone, to bring you back to your own great culture which came to us in thousands of years. Their culture is very, very, very new. It's very new, and one day they will also have the same culture as we have. But why not we short circuit it and adjust ourselves to this great culture which is so much God oriented, not money oriented, ego oriented, but God oriented. Let us all attain that state of yogi. I hope today it will happen to all of you and that you will all get your realization. May God bless you.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்கள் மூடி சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிக்கு நன்றியை கூறி நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி பந்தன் போட்டுக் கொள்வோம். जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता
जय
जी।
जय श्री माता।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता। जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी.
जय श्री माता.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. தொடர்ந்து மியூசிக் போயிட்டுருக்கோம். தியானத்தில் தொடர்ந்து இருப்பவர்கள் தியானம் செய்யலாம்.
बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में,
बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में,
बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में,
बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में। सुप्त चेतना जागे,
सुप्त चेतना जागे,
सुप्त चेतना
जागे,
बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में, बाजे नाद
बाजे नाद चराचर चराचर,
बाजे नाद चराचर तव चरणन में,
चरणन
बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में, बाजे नाद चराचर चरणन में, बाजे नाद सप्त सुरन की निर्मल वीणा,
सप्त सुरन की निर्मल वीणा, तीन तार पर बाजे, तीन तार पर बाजे,
सप्त सुरन की निर्मल वीणा। सप्त सुरन की निर्मल